Hello everybody, welcome to Square Farm. Today we're following on from the recording we done in the field the other day, and we've had a few questions have been asked about our terminology, which probably we didn't explain very well. We talked about rotation, and there's two types of rotation on this farm, I suppose, where there's crop rotation and the rotation of the animals, the sheep, the cattle rotating round. So what we were talking about then was the rotation of the crops, where we break up a sward, old grass sward, put in turnips for a year, have a couple of years of other crops, the arable crops, and then we follow on. Like I'm stood in a field here now where we grew wheat and peas last season and combined now just a month ago, and we undersown it. People asked what an undersowing was, and we undersowed it with a herbal lay. Well, I think lay comes from laying down a new sward, laying down fresh grass. So I think lay means to plant young grass. Undersowing means putting the grass seed in underneath the corn crop. So the corn, the wheat and the peas grew, and these seed were planted to grow, just get established in the summer. We cut the corn and the straw off, and then away goes the herbal lay. Now the herbal lay is what I got on this bit of paper, really. It's got plantain, and I don't know if you can see that right. Plantain, chicory, and clovers. The clovers are legume, which means they take nitrogen out of the air, out of the atmosphere, and lock it into their roots. They store it in their roots, and then it's released slowly for all the plants to take up. So yeah, there's legumes, plantain, chicory, which the chicory in particular, I've been told the roots go down 6 foot deep, and they all plants trap carbon out of the atmosphere, use some of it for building the plant, but 50% of it is injected into the soil. The spare is injected around the roots of the soil, around the roots of the plant. So if you've got that chicory, if what I've been told is right, going down, we've got a very deep soil here, going down 6 foot deep and injecting carbon into the soil, they do two things then, at least two things, three things I can think of. They bring up minerals that have been lost down in the soil, they bring them back up to their leaves, probably minerals that have been there for thousands of years, or been lost down over the years. They inject that carbon into the soil, the root dies off in the end when the plant dies off, and you've got the carbon in the soil from the roots, and you've got a hole which opens the soil up, and water and worms can eat their way down. I've also been told that worms go down 6 foot deep, which I never knew. And I don't think they do in modern agriculture, because they get bashed about too much. But the worms can go down, eating that carbon and digesting it, and it leaves all those little pores in the soil for the water to drain into and leave the farm slowly, rather than running off and flooding Monmouth or whatever. So yeah, I don't know what else was there something else I picked what I think is a chicory leaf, I think, and a plantain, if I've got those the right way around. Don't think I'm an expert. Whatever you do, don't think this man's an expert. There's cocksfoot, timothy, fescue grass is planted here, which I would find very hard to identify for you until they were in seed. but they're all on this thing, and all supposed to be good. The sheep parsley, oh dear, what else is here? Yeah, loads of things anyway. Loads and loads of things, which are all supposed to be good for the environment, good for the soil. And as I said last week, the sheep are doing tremendously well on it. I feel that the cattle are doing well, but the cattle done well on the clover and ryegrass lays. So, I mean, but I do feel the sheep have done extraordinarily well for the last 3 years now, or 2 years now. Yeah. Thank you very much.